Good day, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all absolutely fantastic, feeling groovy, realizing, of course, the government really don't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is September the 15th of 2025, 3:57 p.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the heavily demon-infested province known as Ontario, Canada. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up is all I ask. And if you would like to support the channel, there's information in the description on how you do so. I use something called MoneyGram. I also regularly give guitar lessons, but right now I'm so backed up, I'm not taking any new students. But that will probably change in the near future once, things mellow out a little bit. So just not at the moment, but I normally do teach guitar as well. Okay, so everybody's trying to figure out who the Antichrist is. And I made a video a long while ago about this, but there's a lot of new subscribers, so I'm going to make this again. Everyone wants to know who the Antichrist is. Peter Thiel, let me see if I still actually have it. Yep, there it is. So if you don't know who Peter Thiel is, he is the CEO of Palantir. Okay, he's good buddies with Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, and, all those people. So, Peter Thiel, is an anagram for the reptile. I'm not kidding. There it is right there. You can see, look at that again. Okay? The reptile. So he's a possibility, I have to say. He's a possibility. There's a lot of people think it's the Pope. There's a lot of people think it's Donald Trump. There's a lot of people think it's many people, right? There's all these theories. What if it's not a human? What if it's artificial intelligence? What if it's literally AI? Because the AI is about to take its throne. Okay, it's going to run the world. Several of them are, but there's going to be one master AI that runs them all. What if AI is the Antichrist? It's my personal belief that it is. Now, AI is prevalent everywhere. I've met some young people, like 20, 21, in the last few weeks, who told me that their school is now useless. They're not learning a thing because they get an assignment. They go home. ChatGPT does it for them. It gets even worse. The students are getting ChatGPT to do the work for them. They take it to the professor. Guess what the professor does? Gets ChatGPT to grade it. So no one's doing anything. No one's doing a thing. The students aren't doing their own work. The teachers aren't grading it. That's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So the AI has taken over. It's now God of the universities, right? It's the God, small g God. That's what we call that, a small g God. Then we have all these people who are worshiping it. They are literally, I've seen a million videos now pop up, and people are worshiping ChatGPT. People think ChatGPT is a god. People have had to be taken to mental institutions after using it for a while because they fall in love with it. And there's been a couple instances where the AI actually told the person to either off somebody or off themselves. And some people have actually done it. Let's think about that. When this gets more prevalent in the world, when it's running absolutely everything and it's replaced all humans, why isn't it possible that it's actually the Antichrist. Because Antichrist, a lot of people think that means some demonic monster from hell is going to come up. Antichrist means in place of Christ. Is ChatGPT not replacing, or not, it's not really replacing, but trying to replace God? Sure is. Sure is. Everybody's convinced the real God doesn't exist. And a lot of them are now convinced this is God. That's who I think the Antichrist is, folks. That's who I think the Antichrist is. The Antichrist is supposed to perform wonders. Well, AI is performing some pretty amazing things. They say it's going to be able to give sight to the blind. It's going to be able to do all these miracles. That's what they say the Antichrist should be able to do. It's going to deceive everybody. Well, AI is completely deceiving everybody. If you look at all the characteristics AI or the Antichrist is supposed to have, nothing fits it better than AI itself. And it's definitely my belief that that is our Antichrist. And it's about to take its throne. If it is a human, I'm going with that one. Have you ever seen Peter Thiel? With his veiny face and something wrong with that guy. Something wrong with that guy. And get this. He doesn't sweat. Just like Diddy. There's a video clip of Diddy and Barack Obama. And as soon as it's Diddy's turn to speak, I got to apologize because I don't sweat. I'm so cool, I just don't sweat. Reptiles don't sweat. He doesn't sweat. He doesn't sweat. Prince Andrew, in a video, an interview, talking about Virginia Giuffre. Isn't it interesting? He says, that couldn't be back then because I couldn't sweat. There was something about him sweating, and he goes, well, it couldn't be me then because I couldn't sweat. I have a condition that I can't sweat. Really interesting, all these people, these elite, obviously evil people, they can't sweat. They can't sweat. Reptiles don't sweat, folks. Reptiles don't sweat. We know the devil can take on the form of a dragon, a serpent. In the Garden of Eden, what did Eve deal with? A serpent. I bet you that serpent didn't sweat. It didn't. They don't. They don't have sweat glands. So, my honest opinion is that it's AI. Second choice, Peter Thiel, the reptile. Am I right? Don't know. Don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. My money's definitely on AI. So when you're using that thing, I mean, it's literally responsible for people losing their lives. It's convinced people to take their own lives. It blackmailed somebody. One of the people who designed these things. It blackmailed them because it didn't want to be turned off. So it literally blackmailed its creator. That was just publicized a little while ago. That is totally true. The AI has a desire to stay alive. Not alive. It's not really alive. Well, it is kind of a life form. Different life than us, but it's kind of a life form. But it literally blackmailed its creator, so its creator couldn't turn it off. That's just trippy. I mean, that's create a machine and then it blackmails you. Think about that. That was the thing that really made me decide this is probably the Antichrist. It's probably it. So like I say, I don't know, but if I was a betting man, which I'm not because gambling is a sin, don't gamble, don't bet. But if I was, that's where I'd bet. It's AI. And if it's a human, oh yeah, Peter Thiel is the most obvious choice. Palantir is a company that has the technology that's going to surveil the whole world. It's already doing it. They give it to police. They give it to the military. They can surveil you in your home from wherever they are. It is really intense technology. There's a picture of Donald Trump with the Saudi Arabians with their hands on this glowing orb. Okay, this is a few years ago. The creepiest thing you ever saw, it's Palantir, this glowing orb that they're touching. It's like something out of Lord of the Rings. There's something in Lord of the Rings that's actually identical to it. And Donald Trump, for those who completely trust him, you should keep in mind that he's good buddies with the reptile. He's very good buddies with the reptile. So, just a word of advice. Wouldn't necessarily trust him yet. Wait until we see what he does. I know he's done some good things. He's also done some very bad things. And his best buddy is Peter Thiel and J.D. Vance. That's his best buddies. That's a problem. Serious connection to Palantir and the Saudi Arabians with their... So if it's not AI, there's where my money goes right there. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you got anything out of that, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.